Good morning, students. In the previous class, we had studied about the features of Palampur. There were various features such as Palampur is well connected with Raiganj and Shahpur, which are Shahpur is a small town and Raiganj is a big village. Uh, it is connected by an all-weather road and various transportation facilities are also available, such as trucks, tangas, bogies, etc. Along with this, there are about 450 households, which includes both permanent and kacha houses. There are educational facilities as well as healthcare facilities in Palampur. Now, moving on with this chapter, we shall start with another topic of the chapter, which is organization of production. Before we understand what is the meaning of organization of production, let us first understand what is the meaning of production. So, production is the process of combining various resources in order to create a good or service for consumption. So, over here, there is a term resource. Resource means anything which is either man-made or natural, which is used for producing any commodity. And there are two terms over here, goods or services. Now, goods, all of you must be knowing that goods are all those commodities that we purchase to satisfy our needs. So, in economics, goods are all those things which are tangible in nature. Tangible means anything that you can touch or see. Services, on the other hand, are again used to satisfy one's needs, but they are intangible in nature, such as the service provided by a doctor, the service provided by a teacher, etc. And this new term consumption is written over here, which means to use up, to take up a commodity. Consumption over here doesn't mean eating only. Consumption in economics means that you are using a particular commodity. You are purchasing and using a particular commodity. It is an activity that generates income. Now, this whole entire process of production is taken up with the sole purpose of generating income. Each and every individual, each and every producer takes up this activity of production in order to earn certain amount of money. Now, there are 4 requirements for the production of goods and services. These requirements are land, labor, physical capital, and human capital. These 4 requirements are also known as factors of production. Always remember, it is a very important term, factors of production. So there are 4 factors of production: land, labor, physical capital, and human capital. In order to take up any production activity, all the 4 factors of production should be present. Now, this point is very important. For any production activity to take place, all the 4 factors of production are important. In the absence of any one factor, this production activity will not take place. Coming to the first factor of production, land. Land is a free gift of nature. it is provided by the nature to us. It not only includes the earth's surface but also other free gifts of nature such as forests, water, mineral, etc. Now, land does not involve only the earth's surface. It involves all those things that are provided by the nature to us. The third point is it can be put to various uses such as agricultural production, residential houses, establishing industries, etc. So there are various uses of land. It is up to the owner how they want to use it. The second factor of production is labor. Labor is a human factor of production. Labor involves a human. This factor includes all the mental and physical activities that are required in the process of production. There are various activities that are to be performed for the production to take place, and this labor involves all those activities. The third point is the nature of activity may require different types of labor, that is skilled and unskilled. Now there are two types of labor, skilled and unskilled. Unskilled laborers are those who have no special training or experience. Unskilled labor is the work which does not require any special training, and over here I have used a term which is laborer. Laborer is the person who provides labor, and labor is the mental and physical activity. Please do not get confused between the two. Labor is the work done by the laborer. The last point is skilled laborers are those who have special skill, training, knowledge and ability to perform a particular work. So these are the two types of labor. The third factor of production is capital. It is also known as physical capital. Physical capital is a stock of man-made goods which can be used for further production. So physical capital are man-made goods which are again used for the process of producing a particular commodity. It is of two types, which are fixed capital and working capital. Fixed capital refers to the stock of produced means of production like machines, tools, etc., which can be repeatedly used in the process of production for several years. This means that fixed capital are all those things, all those commodities which can be used again and again for a particular number of years. It will not be exhausted in single use. The last point is working capital. Working capital includes stock of food grains, cash, etc., which is exhausted during the process of production. Now, working capital is something which is repeatedly required in order to keep this process of production going. For example, if there is a juice factory, the machines that are used for the extraction of juice, that can be called a fixed capital. But the fruits that are being used to produce the juice, that will be considered as a working capital, because in order to keep this production going, you will require fruits again and again. And this fruit is the raw material. This term raw material is used over here. So that fruit is the raw material that is being used as working capital. The last factor of production is human capital. Human capital refers to the knowledge and entrepreneurial skill that are used to put together the other factors of production, that is land, labor and physical capital. Now, human capital is the knowledge and the skills that an individual uses so that he can arrange and he can put together all the other three factors of production, that is land, labor and physical capital. Now there is this map which will help you in recalling all the four factors of production. The first factor of production is land. It includes the surface of soil and all the other natural resources. The second factor of production is labor. They are of two types, skilled and unskilled. Skilled labor is the work performed with knowledge, skill and or training. Unskilled labor is the work which do not require any specific knowledge or skill. The third factor of production is physical capital. Again, it is of two types, fixed and working. Fixed capital can be used over many years, such as machinery, tools, etc. Working capital, it is used to carry out the day-to-day activities for the production of goods. For example, cash, raw material, etc. The last factor of production is human capital. It is the knowledge and expertise to put all the other factor of production so that the production can take place. Thank you.